It's our first IRB International 15s event, and I think it went down very well. Well, obviously, we're all delighted, and it's pleasing to have won the tournament, but I think it was a great tournament overall, and it was a huge boost to our age grade programs because last year I think we underperformed at the Junior World Trophy, and this year we overperformed in many ways, so we're delighted to go up into the top tier, but we recognise the challenge ahead of us. I think there's some fantastic teams in that particular competition, but to pit ourselves against those type of teams is really important for us in terms of our development. So climbing from the Junior World Trophy into the Championship is a huge achievement, and now we've got to really sit down and assess what we do in the next 12 months to make us competitive.
Does that mean victory means that our youth policy is working here in the States?
I think it's important that our pathway to our national teams is strong. Our All-American high school team is a developing team and growing, and a lot of the kids playing in the U20s came through that pathway. We want to keep that growing, and I think the biggest test will be next year because it will be dependent on the kids coming through from this year's All-American high schools to how strong we'll be in our U20s.
Do you think it's helped to raise the profile of USA Rugby as a whole?
I think it's one of the 1%. It's another 1%. It's one of those things where additional profile, more use of the word rugby. People recognise we're winning something, which is always exciting, and just generally getting the word out there that rugby is growing in the US. There's been increased media. Obviously, we webcast every single game, and we got increasing numbers of hits throughout the tournament as it grew in momentum, and the team obviously performing well helped. Local media was great in the Utah area, and we had some mentions, in a broader sphere as well. So we were pretty pleased. It was a great tournament all round, and I think that it made the point that we've got some good players coming through. And that makes, gets everybody pretty excited because the Eagles rely on that strength in years to come.
So what's next for rugby in America?
I think we just continue growing. I mean, our youth programs are strong and getting stronger. I think our coaching has to improve across the high school, college area to develop our skills to be more competitive, but I think we're getting better. Kids are coming to the game at an earlier age, which means that when they play for our high school Americans or our U20s, they've been playing for a longer period of time, which means their skill levels are generally better. Athletically, I think we're creating more athletic players, and I think we're introducing better athletes into the game. So I think it's growing. We just have to keep going and keep working. It's going to take time. It's not just an overnight success, and our biggest challenge now is to go to the championship and stay in the championship for the years to come.